Imagine flying high above Rio de Janeiro, seeing the city from a bird's eye view. It's a city where big differences live side by side, rich and poor, old and new. Bright blue ocean, white sandy beaches, and lush green mountains make it stunningly beautiful. Christ the Redeemer, with his arms open wide, looks down on it all, a symbol of peace and welcome. But there's another side to Rio, one that's often hidden from view. Up on the hills are the favelas, where people live close together, creating tight-knit communities. Rio shows us what Brazil is all about, a mix of everything, always changing, always vibrant. This is the story of Brazil, from a long, long time ago to today, a journey through time and culture. Way before anyone from Europe came to Brazil, lots of different groups of people lived there, each and lifestyles. They had their own ways of doing things, their own languages, and their own beliefs, which were passed down through generations. Some lived in the Amazon rainforest, big grassy areas called the Cerrado, adapting to their environments. These first Brazilians were really good at making things with their hands, creating beautiful and functional items. They knew a lot about food, using knowledge that was both practical and spiritual. They told stories about their history, their gods, and the world around them, keeping their culture alive. Even though they all cared deeply about the land they lived on, they knew they had to take care of it, understanding the importance of sustainability. Their story is still a big part of Brazil today, influencing The year 1500 changed everything. Sailors from Portugal, led by Pedro Álvares Cabral, said Brazil belonged to their king. They wanted gold and riches. They called the land Terra de Santa Cruz, but later they called it Brazil after a special tree. At first, the Portuguese and the people already living there were curious about each other. They traded things. But soon, they started fighting because they didn't understand each other. The Portuguese changed Brazil forever. Sugarcane became really important in Brazil. Big farms grew it, and it was sent all over the world. This made Portugal rich, but it was bad for many people. People from Africa were brought to Brazil to work on the sugar farms. They were slaves and had a very hard life. Some people in Brazil became very rich, and others were very poor. This changed Brazil a lot. After a long time, Brazil wasn't just a colony anymore. The King of Portugal even moved to Rio de Janeiro in 1808. This made Brazil more important. But people in Brazil wanted to be in charge of their own country. In 1822, Prince Pedro said Brazil was independent. Becoming a new country was hard. Brazil had problems inside the country and with other countries. Slavery ended in 1888, which was good, but it also caused problems. Then in 1889, Brazil became a republic. This was a big change, but there were still a lot of problems. Even so, the people of Brazil kept working to make their country better. Coffee became super important for Brazil. Lots of coffee farms opened, and people came from Europe to work on them. Rubber from the Amazon was also important. These things made Brazil richer, but some people were treated unfairly. The difference between rich and poor people became bigger. Brazil became famous around the world for its culture. Samba music and dance became very popular. Soccer too became a big part of Brazilian culture. Brazil's soccer team was amazing, and everyone was proud of them. Today, Brazil is a mix of good things and bad things. It is a country of contrasts, where modernity and tradition coexist in a delicate balance. It's an important country in the world, but it still has problems like poverty. The stark differences between the wealthy and the poor are evident in its urban landscapes. Brazil has a lot of potential, its cities are growing rapidly, and technological advancements are paving the way for a brighter future. It's a fun and exciting place to visit. The vibrant culture, lively festivals, and welcoming people make it a top destination for tourists. Would you want to visit Rio de Janeiro or the Amazon rainforest? Both offer unique experiences that showcase Brazil's natural beauty and cultural richness. Portuguese Cena 1, Rio de Janeiro, Vista de Cima Narador, Imagine sobrevoar o Rio de Janeiro. uma cidade onde os extremos se encontram em harmonia de tirar o fôlego. Do azul do Oceano Atlântico, praias de areia branca se curvam graciosamente, abracando uma metrópole vibrante. Montanhas imponentes, cobertas por florestas esmeralda, erguem-se dramaticamente do coracal da cidade. O Cristo Redentor, braços abertos em um gesto de bênção, contempla essa paisagem cativante. No entanto, dentro dessa vista de cartão postal, uma realidade diferente se desenrola. Favelas, comunidades cheias de vida e resiliência, agarram-se às encostas, lembrete das disparidades que persistem. O Rio, em toda sua beleza caótica, incorpora a essência do próprio Brasil, uma terra de contrastes, uma tapecaria tecida com fios diversos, uma nação em constante evolução. Esta é a história do Brasil, uma jornada no tempo. Desde suas antigas raízes indígenas até suas complexidades atuais, uma nação à beira da grandeza. O futuro do Brasil é promissor, cheio de esperança e possibilidades.